Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Set, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Ready, go.
Love from the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Set.
Here's Love. That'll be caught by Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
I do think that sometimes on 3rd and long, many defenders just get caught watching the sticks instead of watching the ball. And the guy who's got it, because here, they just got the ball into the receiver's hands and told him to do it yourself, a little bit of a desperation play. And he was able to take the short throw and turn it into a big gain and a conversion on 3rd down. That's a big pickup.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Njoku, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up a bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey! Bronco 80! Hunto!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense for forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. 6-0 our score after 1.
6. Bengals nothing.
Ready, set! 6, mega! Set, go!
Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Seattle Seahawks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st down, Love to pass. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
On the ball.
To throw now. Here's Love. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys are go for 2 here. Love throwing for it. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the 1st score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flush to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Watch out, left.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Young. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown, Bengals. Devontae Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Love's throw caught here by Metcalf. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early. They could have a chance to get a first down. But this is a great return. They're going to get this one to the 30. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. There's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or two for those guys who missed it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Shot 17.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Young will set to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Young on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Red cycle. Ready.
Young. Flushed out right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Young, he's going to change it up. Now Young looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So a potential momentum shifter there. Score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
70 Rangers.
They'll throw on first down with Griffith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. RG3 scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Here's Love. They'll dump this complete to the bus. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 2.
10 cycles.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Griffin. Flush to his right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. RG3. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
18. Seahawks 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come up
38.
1st and 10 here.
Hut.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 6.
plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. 1st down, going to the air with Love. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
This is 1st and 10.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
A run right side, it's Bettis. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Striker, striker.
Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here now, 3rd down.
Watch out now. 50.
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Hut, hut.
Here's Love. Out to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. One last shot for RG3. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he will fall on this himself, but get no further. So certainly intrigue all the way to the finish line, but that is how this ball game will end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although